Vehicle checks, including winter. The objective of this lesson is to highlight the importance of vehicle checks and to have a look at winter car care. During this lesson, we will cover batteries, lights, coolant, fuel, wheels, oil, and the winter checklist. Batteries. It's often more difficult for a battery to operate in cold weather than it is for a battery to operate in warm weather. As a result, a battery that's merely weak during the summer could turn into a dead battery during winter. It is worthwhile to have a volt test performed on your vehicle's battery before winter starts to make sure it's still in good working order. If it isn't, buy a new battery as soon as possible so you'll never have to worry about being stranded or left in a cold car park with a car that won't start. Lighting. Prior to any journey, ensure all lights are working. This will prevent you becoming a danger on the road and stop any unwanted police stops. One major hazard with winter driving is that the sun sets earlier in the day, which means there's less daylight, especially on your commute home. As a result, you'll want to do everything you possibly can to make sure all of your vehicle lights are in excellent shape, providing the brightest possible illumination they can. If your headlights are foggy or yellow, consider replacing them or look into an easy restoration kit. Coolant. Coolant is important because it keeps the engine cool in normal driving conditions. Ensure that your vehicle is kept between the minimum and maximum mark. Having not enough coolant could cause your vehicle to overheat and could damage the head gasket. Overfilling can be just as bad, as too much coolant could cause the cooling system to overpressurize when up to temperature, which could burst pipes or cause damage to the entire system. Fuel and screen wash. Before your journey, ensure you have enough fuel. This will prevent embarrassment when you're stuck at the side of the road and any stress this may cause. Older vehicles may have steel fuel tanks, which over time can corrode. Keeping the fuel tank above a quarter full can prevent corrosion from the tank being sucked into the fuel system, possibly causing your vehicle to stop. Screen wash. Keep your screen wash topped up at all times. During summer, your windscreen will become coated in bugs, and in the winter, spray from the road will make it almost impossible to see. The screen wash is the only thing that can keep you moving in these circumstances. Wheels. Ensure all wheel nuts are in place and not loose. Check the tread depth of the tyre. 1.6mm for cars and 1mm for HGV and PCV. Ensure the tyres are inflated to the correct pressure. On certain cars, there is a sticker on the back of the fuel cap cover stating the pressures for a quick reference. Engine oil. Checking the oil is important, as a lack of oil in the engine could cause the working parts of your engine to serious wear and possible seize the engine. A 2-minute check will seem worthwhile when it can prevent a breakdown at a costly bill. Ensure the oil is between the minimum and the maximum mark on the dipstick. If replenishing the oil, ensure the correct grade is used. Winter checklist. During the winter months, it is sensible to keep certain items within your vehicle in case of a breakdown or road closure due to weather conditions. The winter survival checklist could consist of the following items: a torch, snow shovel, ice scraper, first aid kit, bag of sand, phone charger, jump leads, food and water, warm clothing, including a sleeping bag.
Check that you have power. Petrol or diesel sufficient for the journey. Oil, water and other fluids. Electrics are all working. Rubber, which includes tyres and wiper blades.
Are you having a bad air day? Quite likely you are, and you don't even know it. Over half of UK drivers are, as they're running their vehicles on underinflated tyres. Are you one of them? Did you know that driving on underinflated tyres is dangerous and increases the likelihood of being involved in an incident on the roads? They affect your road handling, making it harder to take a corner safely. They increase your braking distance and reduce the amount of tyre in contact with the road, which can be halved. That's especially dangerous in the wet, as you're more likely to aquaplane. Bad air days are also bad news for your wallet and the environment. A vehicle running with incorrect tyre pressure uses more fuel and reduces tyre life. In fact, UK drivers could be spending an extra £600 million a year in fuel, and your extra fuel consumption increases pollutants in the atmosphere. The good news is, it's easy to have a good air day every day. First, you need to know the correct tyre pressure for your vehicle. You can find it in the fuel filler cap, the driver's door sill, or your vehicle handbook. Remove the dust cap and check for any dirt in the tyre valve. Attach the pressure gauge to the valve and inflate until you reach the correct pressure.